you're much clearer now. I could see you perfectly. So
Awesome.
we're live. We are live. Hi,
Yes,
everybody.
we are live.
We're live. I'm Liz Imperiali, runner of Bucketlist Entertainment, and I'm here today with Jack Underkofler of Dead Poet Society. How's it going, Jack?
Yo, yo, yo. It's going great. How are you doing?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. So behind the scenes, we were talking about where you're staying right now. So just explain like the environment that you're in. You're taking a little bit of a break right now from COVID madness, or
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
yeah.
I'm up in a place called Morro Bay right now, and
Mhm.
it's pretty sweet. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful place. There's a massive
like
rock
in
that
the
sticks out of the
mountains.
water.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
yeah, there's like it's crazy. It's like this little slice of paradise in the middle of nowhere, and it's amazing. And I've been staying with a friend of mine,
Hmm.
and we've just been having a great time.
Nice. Soaking up all the success of your latest debut album.
Yeah,
Exclamation mark, or
say that.
however dash dash exclamation mark that you like to call it, or we're leaving it up to the fans on how we want to call it. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, I wanted to start off by just maybe getting a little bit of history on the band. I know you've been asked this quite a few times. You're probably sick of it, but just for our viewers, um, give us a little bit of the lowdown on how Dead Poet Society came about, because you guys have been together for a long time, but for just released your first full length album this year, COVID times, best time.
hmm
But yeah, talk to us about that.
yeah. So it was really about when we started the band, it was just all about pumping out songs as fast as we could, because
Okay.
there's no point in putting out an album if there's literally nobody that wants to hear it and nobody cares. So we just thought originally, let's just start making music and just put it out as it comes. If we think it's good enough, let's just
Mm-hmm.
throw it out there, see what sticks. And we
Mm-hmm.
did a couple EPs. One that was like almost the length of an album, and
Oh,
that was the
right.
first one we did. And then 2016 we came out with another EP, and then we made a move and decided that singles were just what we were going to do from then on. And so we
Hmm.
just did it a bunch. And about 2 years ago, uh, we thought, well, maybe it's about time to start doing an album. Let's think about it. And so we just started writing and writing and writing, and it took a long time, but we got there eventually, and here we are now.
Yeah, it's, I mean,
It's a
10 years.
long fucking process.
Yeah, it is. Especially like you guys are Berkeley graduates, correct? Like you met at Berkeley, like
Correct.
you formed at Berkeley. Okay, and
Yeah.
how did that relationship happen? Like, how did you guys decide, okay, we want to make music together?
Well, it was kind of like the guitarist of the band and our original bassist had been in band since they were like 16 years old and constantly rotating through members. And when they came to Berkeley, they rotated through members for like a year
Mhm.
between bassist and vocalists. And eventually, other Jack, heard me sing because I was friends with one of his roommates and we were working on something. And he
Mhm.
just asked me, like, dude, do you want to come sing on some of our stuff? And I was a little hesitant because I didn't sing rock. And also,
Mhm.
there was a meme going around at the school how they were like the worst band at Berkeley. And I just didn't I really want to associate myself with that.
Uh-oh.
But kind of reluctantly, I said yes. And then we started writing together, and it was just like, oh, whoa, there might be something here, and Will joined the band, our drummer, at the same time, and
Mhm.
from that point on, we were just like, okay, cool. I think this is the lineup. I think we
Mhm.
know what we want. Let's go get it.
Nice. That's awesome. So there's a quote that I'm going to read from an article that I found online, and I just wanted to get some more details on this quote. So uh, it says here it's regarding the release of your album. So it's time. After 5 years of writing, touring, 4 EPs, living in 3 different cities, 2 different coasts, 1 eviction, 1 homeless month, close calls with the police, multiple fights, car break-ins, stolen gear, and 6 terrifying and beautiful international tours, we're ready to do the one thing we've always dreamed of: recording our debut album. So talk to me about the close calls with the police. Like, what happened there?
Huh.
What is that about?
We've had, yeah, so we've toured Mexico so like a lot of times,
Right.
and we've had, so like, I mean, I can give you one story. Like
Mm-hmm.
I remember we were playing our last show in Mexicali, which is right on the border of California.
Mm-hmm.
And we packed up and we were hanging out with this band called Avon, and they're all really great guys. And I haven't seen them in a long time, but we had fun that night. We went out to this bar, and everybody got super drunk. And then they were like, "All right, let's go get tacos." So we were like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this." And so we go to this like family taco joint. There's all these families there. It's like 3 in the fucking morning, and there's just
Wow.
families eating tacos, and we're just being loud and obnoxious. And then we're like, all right, let's go, let's like, time, we'll see you guys, next time. We're getting ready to go back to the hotel and get a couple hours of sleep, and then we're gonna head back. And then so we go outside, and we are standing by our car, which is like parked kind of like in this tiny little parking lot right next to the main street.
Mm-hmm.
And we're literally maybe 5 feet from the restaurant. And Nick starts peeing right next to the car, like out in the open. And I mean, he's just absolutely hammered. And I'm like telling him, I was like, Nick, like, dude, there's like people right here. There's a restroom right there. Just go to the fucking restroom. And he's like, oh, dude, fuck it, whatever, man. Like, fuck you, fuck you. And he's just pissing, and then just police cars just start pulling up, and then they block us in, and and Nick goes from being this like fucking hardcore, like I'm fucking New York, fuck you kind of thing, to just
Mm,
turns to me and just goes, I don't want to go to Mexican jail. I don't want to go to jail. And so like,
changes.
so so uh, so I just look at him like, you're a fucking idiot. And
Mm,
this policeman steps out and starts like yelling at Nick in Spanish, and Nick speaks a little Spanish, but obviously he's freaking out, so he can't he can't. The guy starts yelling at him and saying, "I'm gonna take you in. I'm taking you in." It's I think it's a common thing down there, but like, but
right.
but then the other band comes outside and they just start laughing, and they're like and I was like, Manny, like, dude, go and talk to that policeman right now. And so we went over and talked to him, and he like was like talking to him for like 30 minutes, and
Okay.
Nick's just sitting in the car having a little meltdown, and I'm just telling him how much of a fucking idiot he is. And
That's funny.
and eventually our friend walks over to the car, and he's like, all right, here's the deal. He said we can do this. We can give him some money, and we're just gonna, you guys can just go. I was like, and
Huh.
Nick's like, how much? Give it to him. And we're just like, okay, like how much does he want? We're thinking like this guy's gonna ask for like 400, $500, and he was just like $50. And we're like, oh,
Mm.
okay, fuck yeah, all right, we'll do that. And so we traded. He gave him his passport back. He took the money, and we just fucking went straight to the hotel room, grabbed our shit, and drove across the border.
Wow. What tour was this? Like, who were you playing with?
I can't even remember. It was probably like a good 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Oh, okay. Okay. Were there
Yeah.
more close calls with cops, or this was like the main thing that's happened?
No, I mean, there's been a couple, but I mean, for the most part, it's kind of like the bands we tour with down there, they're all just like, I don't get it. They're all fucking like amazing at talking to people. Like
Yeah.
just amazing at talking to people. So anytime we've had an encounter like that, within like 20 minutes, the band is like joking around with all the police officers,
Huh.
and they're all just like laughing and having a good time, and then they're just like, all right, get the fuck out of here. We're just like,
Right.
what in the fuck is happening?
Well, I'm glad that you guys made it out of that one because Mexican jail is not like to be fucked with. So yeah,
I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about it,
I
but I
mean, I
can't
don't
imagine.
personally, I don't personally know anything, but from what I hear,
Sounds
um,
like you're hiding something.
next question. Um, so 10 years you guys have been together. long time coming for for an album. Explain the making of it. How long did it actually take once you started recording the album to the very end? Just talk about how that went about the making of the album.
Um, so from beginning to end, we started off with 4 songs that we knew we wanted, and
Mhm.
we found a producer, a guy who had produced American Blood, one of our singles. His name's Alex Newport,
Okay.
and he's done a bunch of different artists, and we loved the guy, so we went and we took these 4 songs to him, and he produced them, and then we kind of took over the mixing side of it and added a little bit more, and then we were like, I think actually we had those songs before we decided we wanted to do the album. I think we just had those songs and we knew we needed to get them done.
Right.
And I think it was during that discussion or that whole process that we just thought, well, what if we just keep writing and see what else we can come up with? And that evolved into this whole 2-year ordeal of like just writing and writing and writing, and within that writing and within that time frame we evolved, and we got better at songwriting, and so you can kind of hear that time evolution in the album as well.
Mhm.
And yeah, so it was just a lot of writing, and I think I Never Loved Myself Like I Loved You was the last song to come onto the album, and I
Mhm.
actually wrote that in February 2020.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was like right before the cutoff. It was like right before we started the mixing process. But I wrote that song, and and the band was like, "This is awesome," and we
Mhm.
took it into the room and finished it. And our A&R started freaking out about it, and we just kind of knew that it was like, all right, this sounds different, but like we need to put this on the album,
Mhm.
and so we did.
Nice. And so
Yeah.
now you said that you were not a rock singer before all of this, and now you totally are. I mean, I'm surprised that I know what you're trying. I know what you mean when you say that, but your voice fits so perfectly with the blues rock style that you guys are going for. So it's incredible. What? How did
Thank
you
you.
guys come up with the name Dead Poet Society? Like, why that name?
Well, it's one of those things where it's kind of anticlimactic because I think what the story was, I mean, I feel like I've heard like 5 different versions of the story. I don't think anybody really remembers where the name came from, but the most consistent one is that they were all sitting around the Berkeley cafeteria and they were just like, "We're starting a band. Okay, what's the name of the band? I don't know. Well, what about I kind of like this the sound of Dead Poet Society," and they're like, "Cool, let's do it." I think it was
Wow.
like that split second. Yeah, and when I joined the band, I was like, "I think we need to change the name of the band, guys." And they were like, "No, we already made the Facebook page, blah 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 blah," and so we stuck with it.
Nice. So simple. It doesn't always happen that way, but it's a good name. Have you seen the
Yeah,
movie?
sometimes. No, never seen the movie.
Okay. All right. Um, so what are your thoughts on the live stream culture that we're all sort of experiencing right now during the pandemic? Like, have you checked out any live streams at all?
I've checked out a couple,
Yeah.
but to be honest, I mean, the shit just doesn't do it for me, and I don't think it really does for anybody. It's like a good hold me over kind of thing,
Mhm.
but nothing beats going to a show, and I don't think it's gonna stick around. Maybe there'll be an evolution of it where they'll start live streaming actual concerts,
Yeah.
but I don't see that being something that once people start going to shows again sticks around.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, a friend of mine, and I brought this up before. A friend of mine had a good idea to keep the live streams going when shows are back to normal. So for those who can't make it, if they're sick with COVID or something and they bought tickets, they still have access to a stream. So that's not such a bad idea now that we have the technology and we've gotten so used to this sort of. But I prefer the live environment as well. I've been checking out I checked out your live stream recently that you guys did
Hmm.
for the record launch. And how did that feel? Like, how did you guys feel doing that?
it's a weird thing when you are playing as if you're in front of people and the music stops and there's just dead silence and you open your eyes and you're alone in a room.
Yeah.
It's a weird sensation. But I mean, this was the thing is that our friends in Bad Flower, Jordan and Josh, helped us put it together, and they did it for free. It was just like they're
Oh.
just such amazing people, and they're just those kinds of people. They're just those kind of people that will just do nice shit just to do nice shit,
Hmm.
and and they don't want anything in return. They don't want it. They just like they if they like you, and they're there for you, and they're just
Aw.
fucking awesome. And I love them to death. And so when we said we were doing a live stream, they were like, "Well, do you want to film it at our farm?" And
Oh.
we're like, "Sure, yeah." And we knew from their live streams because they do it all themselves
Mhm.
too. We just knew that we were going to get a better experience. It was going to be more fun. It was going to look better and everything if we did it there versus renting a studio space in LA. And it was
Mhm.
actually cheaper to even go out there and do it. And so it
Oh.
just everything made sense about it.
Mhm.
And it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, playing in a barn, I've never done that before, and
Hmm.
it was pretty cool. It was pretty
Nice.
dope.
That's awesome. Do you have any plans to tour once that, like, are you starting to organize tours once this is over, or still sort of leaving it up in the air?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we definitely have a lot of things in the works right now. I think booking agents are kind of just going for it now. Everybody
Right.
was super hesitant, but now they're
Hmm.
just like, fucking, this is happening whether you like it or not.
Hmm.
And so it's looking we're looking pretty good for end of 2022 through
Okay.
2020. Sorry, end of 2021 through to 2022.
Yeah, because the states are doing pretty good with vaccinations right now. So who knows where you guys
Yeah.
are going to be at that time. I mean, unlike Canada, we're fucking that up completely. But the states is doing pretty good
Oh, is
from
it
what.
fucked up there?
Yeah, it's pretty bad. Like we're delayed, we're locking down and then we're not locking down and then we're changing our minds and then we're back to lockdown. Like it's just
Chaos.
doesn't make sense. Yeah. So I'm just kind of
Nobody
laying
knows what the fuck is going on.
no, like we don't. And our, Pierre Trudeau, our main guy, our, president, he's even admitting it. He's like, we don't, he's like, I have no idea what's going on at this point. Like, we just have to kind of roll with it because like he openly admitted it. Like we're all over the place. So, uh,
Wow.
yeah, I really
Wow.
miss shows. I really do. It feels like it feels like another lifetime. So
Yeah.
yeah, but we'll see. Crossing fingers. But I hope to catch you guys.
Soon enough.
I've never seen you guys before live, so I hope you can make it to Montreal at some point, or I could be in California at some point and catch you if you're playing there. Um, but yeah, it's definitely in the works. Any bands that you what's your dream tour like? Any bands that you want to tour with right now once you get back, or is there any name drops you want to give us that might
Oh, I'll
happen?
tour. I'll tour with anybody. I'll tour with the
Yeah.
Wiggles. I just want to play. I
Oh.
want to like. I mean, obviously there are dream artists that I want to tour with, of course, like Royal Blood, Nothing But Thieves, just
Yeah.
all those bands that are in that same sort of genre and feeling that are just, I fucking
Mhm.
love all of those bands, and
Well,
it would be so much fun to be able to tour with them.
of course. Hopefully soon.
I'll play on
Um,
the sidewalk outside. I don't care.
yeah, I feel that. What albums are you listening to during these times? Like anything in particular? Are you sticking to the old stuff, nostalgia, or are you listening to anything new?
I've been going through a serious nostalgia phase recently. I've been listening to really, really old Coldplay, like their
Oh
first
yeah,
two albums.
nice.
Yeah, yeah. We're going down that route. What else have I been listening to? I've been listening to some Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a nostalgia week for me for sure. Who else
Mhm.
have I listened to? I don't know. That and podcasts are the only two things I
Yeah.
listen to.
Okay.
Yeah.
feel like when I ask that question, a lot of people go back down to the nostalgia because I don't know, maybe it's familiar, it's comfortable, and we miss those times during this period. But
Yeah.
myself, I listen to a lot of old music, so it just feels good. But yeah, the first two Coldplay albums are good ones. Um, but here's my segment of a little bit more of a fun, silly kind of question period.
Okay.
So so where would each member of Dead Poets Society be in a human centipede?
Oh, okay. Oh boy. Okay. So I would say I'm definitely in the front. There's no way I'm going
Okay,
anywhere but in the front. I'm not going
okay,
anywhere in the front. Yeah, but I mean,
a leader.
I sing for the band. Yeah, exactly. If we're gonna play
Yeah,
shows, I need to be able to sing.
yeah.
So I need to be able to sing it. Yeah, so I can't have my mouth connected to somebody's anus. So then it would be probably other Jack in the band. Yeah, so I think Jack and Dylan would be the two middle guys, and then I think Will, since he's had two seizures in the past year, which I mean he's fully recovered from. He's fully
Okay.
recovered from, but that boy rides a fine line. So I think he'd probably be at the back. He'd be at the
Oh,
back.
all the shit.
No,
Oh,
he's totally cool. He's totally good now. He's alive and well. He's fucking in
good.
shape. He's doing great. He's recovered,
Nice.
but he's going at the back. He's going at the back.
Oh, wonder what he would think watching this. Uh, um, if the character you love most knocked on your door in the middle of the night and said, "Drop everything and come with me," what character would that be?
Whoa, wait, okay, ask that again.
So, if a character you love knocked on your door in the middle of the night and said, "Drop everything and come with me," what character would it be?
Oh my God, what? Let's see. Fuck, what would that be? Oh, that is so. I have to really think about that.
Okay.
Um, any character that I think that Scarlett Johansson plays, I think I would. I
Oh,
think I would
you
go
love
for that.
Scarlett
Yeah.
Johansson. Okay.
Oh, she's
Yeah,
beautiful.
she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, she's one of my favorites. I love her. Um,
Hmm.
okay, so marry, fuck, kill.
Okay.
Beatles, John Mayer, or Coldplay? Which one would you marry, fuck, or kill?
Marry Coldplay, fuck John Mayer, kill the Beatles.
Really? Okay,
Yeah,
I'm with you
that
on
might be
that.
controversial. Yeah, but
Awesome. Okay, so this is the last question. We asked this to all of our victims because it kind of fits with our theme. But and you did kind of answer it already, but I'll ask again. What is left on your bucket list for Dead Poet Society, for yourself? What is left on your bucket list?
there's so many things. There's so
Yeah.
many things. I think that the main thing I want is just I don't know. As long as I can keep writing music
Hmm.
forever and connecting with people and meeting with fans, I mean that's like I just want to grow that. I just want to grow our fan base to the absolute biggest it can be, and just work as hard as we can, and just connect with people, and just keep writing truth. But like, I mean, or self truth, and yeah, bucket list. If I had to put it, if I was gonna, yeah, bucket list. I don't know.
It's
I just want to get as big as fucking possible. I just want to fucking, I just, the sky's the limit kind of thing, you know?
yeah. Well, you guys have done like pretty well considering like you released your first album now after 10 years being together, a couple of EPs, like you've played Download Festival and like you've done quite a
We
like you've
were going to play Download Festival.
oh
We
you
were
didn't
going to play Download Festival. They canceled it. Yeah, no, but we got another festival coming, and
okay.
yeah,
Okay. Well, still, like you've done quite a lot. Like you've been busy, you've been trying, and the album is amazing, so it's worth it, I would say. So good for you, and I wish you guys the
thank
best
you.
of luck. I really hope to see you one day live in normalcy again.
Oh, you will.
Yes,
You will.
getting close, getting close. So that's it for our interview. Just going to announce this coming Sunday, we have the one and only Frank Turner that we will be interviewing Sunday at noon Eastern Time. Super stoked to pick his brain a little bit. And yeah, so thanks once again to Jack Underkofler of Dead Poet Society for joining us tonight. And it's been really nice meeting you. And we will.
Likewise.
And that's a wrap. Did you want to do any last minute plugs or?
Go listen
Good?
to the album. It's
Yeah.
dash, an exclamation point, and a dash.
There you go. It's an awesome album. All right. Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody. Okay, we'll end the broadcast.